The views and opinions of this program do not reflect the views of KZUU Radio or ASWSU or Washington State University. I'm sitting here talking with my friend Tekashi. I met him in a class and he's on air with me. So yeah, we're just gonna dive in and I hope you guys enjoy the show. How you been, Tekashi?
I'm been pretty good, yeah. Just starting on Monday, a bit tired, but yeah, ready for having another great week here at Washington State University Pullman.
Great to hear. Great to hear. How's Pullman been, man? Are you a fan?
I'm a big fan of Pullman. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm enjoying the atmosphere of this community. I loved it. Yeah, I'm a big sports guy to watch a lot of sports. Yeah, to watch the real football in here in the United States, here to watching real college sports is one of the greatest experiences here.
Have you gone to all of the games live?
I didn't go. I'm trying, but I didn't go to the game against Northern Colorado like 2 weeks ago. But I've been to the game against Wisconsin and the Beavers last week. Yeah, it was a great experience to rush into the stadium after twice. Yeah,
we served some.
Yeah,
we served some platters there, man.
Yeah.
I wish I could go. I have work, unfortunately, this year. But last year I went to all the games, and I got to watch us not do so well. But I'm really happy we're doing well now.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, three sports, and we have 3 sports of top 25 in the nation, right?
Wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
Why do you think that is, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a big volleyball fan,
Cool.
actually. So it is great to hear the news that the Washington State University women's volleyball team was ranked top 4. Yeah, because of the win in Oregon yesterday in Eugene. It was a great game. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard they're doing really well.
Yeah.
What is like when you're watching volleyball versus football? What's the different things you look for on a team and like the way that they play? So like I heard with basketball and football, like this comparison was between basketball and soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball is more about like the star player. Like you really look for that one guy that's really good, and the rest of the team tries to get the ball to that guy, and then he scores.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then with soccer, it's like more like the whole team has to work. Like the team is as strong as the weakest chain in the link. So what do you think the difference between like
Football and volleyball?
Yeah,
I think it's similar between the soccer and the basketball. Football, like whole team must work hard. The line players, like receivers, runners, like QB, they have to share the vision of the playing.
Yeah.
To score, to take the lead of the game. But yeah, volleyball, each player on the court, 6 players, they have their own role. But yeah, we have star players like hitters, outside players has more responsibilities than other players. I think. Yeah, that's similar to the basketball that's similar with the basketball and volleyball, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy. I need to go see a game. I've only seen live football games, but I want to go to more of our sports games.
Yeah,
so.
You should be to the volleyball game. Yeah,
volleyball games it is. Volleyball games it is.
Yeah, if the bowler gym was packed, that the Cougars fans get crazy.
No way.
Yeah, I still remember the game against BYU. I think when Cougars played against BYU, BYU is a really strong opponent because they were ranked top 8. They were ranked number 8 at the time. We were like 17 or 20-ish, but we made upset against that team. Then the whole gym get really hyped. Each score, that was a great experience. Yeah, and Apple Cup against Washington, that was the best game so far for me.
All of that's like been this year.
Yeah.
It's been a good year. Yeah. So Takashi, you've been telling me you're from China.
Yeah, I was born in China and grew up in the Japanese community in China until I was 15 years old. Then I returned to Japan. Then, here's a kind of bit more, you know. During the high school year in Japan, I followed my dad because he had to move to Canada because of his job. So I moved to Canada near Toronto and stayed there for 2 years, then back to Japan again. I graduated to high school, then I came here in Pullman, Washington.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my brief story.
And you said you were near Shanghai.
Yeah, it was near Shanghai.
In China, right?
Yeah.
So you've been to like Shanghai, you've been to Toronto.
Yeah.
And like you've been to Seattle, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Over here.
Yeah.
Have you been anywhere else in the world?
Quite a lot. This summer I traveled to the Europe
way.
for 3 weeks. I've been to 5 countries in 3 weeks traveling alone.
What?
Yeah.
Just like just on your own? You're just like, I'm gonna do this.
By my own.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
What? Where'd you go?
I've been to UK, stayed in London for 2 days. Then after the UK, I've been to the Copenhagen, Denmark. Then next destination was Germany. I traveled a couple of cities in Germany, which were Hamburg, Berlin, Dresden. Then I've been to Czech Republic. Then back to Germany again. Traveled to Munich, Frankfurt, Cologne. Then the final destination of my travel was the Amsterdam, Netherlands.
That's a mission.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That was amazing experience. Like looking for cheapest motels, cheapest transit to save my money. You know, all budget of the travel from my account during my work here in Pullman. So, yeah, but yeah, one of the good thing about the broke trip, like poor student trip, the good thing as well, the opportunities to meet the people in the motel. We share the bedrooms, we share showers, we share the dinings, and yeah, we talk a lot about our own life experience a lot. That was a really fantastic time for me during the trip.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah.
And like what was your budget going in?
My it came from my account from my wages during the work here in Pullman on campus. I spent all of them.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Yeah.
Was there like ways to make money while you were there? Was there like ways to kind of, I don't know. I don't even know like what those would be, but like I imagine like you could like mow someone's lawn for like $20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make $50 like selling something that you bought. I don't know.
Yeah, I did a lot. Sell my unnecessary clothes.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. I didn't expect that once I posted something here, like I'm selling my clothes here, I'm selling my stuff here, then everyone is really have the antenna, you know. Everyone catches those kind of information so quickly. So I didn't have any like it wasn't hard to, you know, find someone who is interested in my used products. To, you know, that was interesting.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So, as the world traveler here, give us some wisdom about.
Wisdom?
I know you've seen a lot of cultures, you've seen a lot of places, a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
What's some general wisdom you can take away from it? Like what seems to work, no matter where you are.
When you travel to different countries, of course there are different cultures, different peoples. And yeah, you must know minimum vocabulary. In the local languages, you know. Yeah, they understand the English very well. Like whole countries, people spoke English fluently. But if you want have a better experiences or more connected to the local, you must know a bit, like in general words like say hi or thank you or something like that in the local language. That helped me a lot to meet people or like the general communication in the local store. That was the good. I think that's the takeaways from a trip.
Okay, yeah. And I've heard you pick up language super quickly. like when everyone around you is speaking it.
Yeah.
So once you have those first couple words,
Yeah.
I imagine it's pretty easy to.
Yeah, just say in Germany, just say Guten Tag. That's
Guten
it.
Tag.
Yeah. Then everyone get interested into. Everyone start talk with you. Then
Really?
yeah. Then
That's like all you need.
just the Guten Tag and Dankeschön. That's it. That's the how to begin the talk conversation, how to finish the conversation, and yeah, that was the important thing, I think.
And that gives you a like solid line of communication.
Yeah, so
Sounds like.
yeah, once we start communication, you just have to say, I'm sorry, I'm a traveler. I just know that really easy. We're in Germany, so can we talk English? That's it. Yeah.
Guten Tag. I don't speak German. Let's go.
Yeah, that's something like that. Yeah, it sounds a bit weird, but
it works.
It works. It worked for me. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, people there was basically very kind, so you don't have to worry about to meet so mean people. So yeah, they were super nice. Yeah, it was a lucky thing.
Cool, man.
Trip. Yeah. Have you been to any like other countries, like other than US, or have you been to any other cities in US?
So I've been to so major cities is big for me because I haven't been to that many major cities. I've been to Seattle, I've been to Portland, and I've been to Albuquerque in New Mexico.
Oh, nice.
But I like outside of that, I haven't really been to any major cities in the U.S. I've been to Germany and France, but only like the borders.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to any of the big cities there. I don't think. Not that I remember. And I went on the Dubai study abroad program. So I've been to Dubai. Yeah. That's probably the biggest city that I've been to. But it's not even like really that big. Like they have obviously like it's very well off, but it was a lot. It was kind of smaller than I thought it was going to be.
I've never been to the Middle East nations before, so what was the biggest surprise to visit Dubai for you?
Dude, it was how similar it was to here. It was ridiculous. It was like in every place that I've been, increasingly in like the last like couple of years, I really noticed it. Because when I would travel when I was younger, like I mean, obviously you're a kid, so like things seem really different when you go somewhere that's new. But like even like going to Hawaii and like going to just going anywhere, going to the Middle East especially was like where it really I noticed it. I could take a picture of myself like just in generally anywhere and I have no idea that like I was not in the United States.
Yeah, I did exactly the thing in Europe. I took the selfie anywhere I've been, like local store, even a local store, or even took a selfie with a stray cat on the street.
Yeah. But like, if you didn't see the language, like if you didn't see like the Middle Eastern, Arabic language, you wouldn't know. Like all the buildings are the same, all the culture, like the aspirations of the culture, it seems like are pretty similar to. It's very Western. It's super Western.
Oh, really?
That's what it is. Yeah. They have it was funny because like they have every single place has the name in Arabic and then the name in English.
Oh yeah.
But like with like all like the same like Western like decorations and everything. It was kind of weird. It was like you'd see Fords every like a Ford dealership everywhere, but like it'd be Ford and then underneath it'd be the Arabic like Ford.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just every single store had that, which was weird. But interesting. Like Middle East is a fascinating place. I really want to go to Riyadh. Riyadh is
in Saudi Arabia, right?
Riyadh is in Saudi Arabia. It's the capital, and it's less westernized. It's more like Riyadh seems like it's more
you can experience more authentic
Middle Eastern culture. It's still Riyadh is definitely still a kingdom. Like Dubai is technically the UAE is technically a kingdom. It's like it's got 7 kings.
Yeah.
7 emirates. But they're pretty capitalist, and so is Riyadh. Like everywhere in the Middle East is capitalist, bro. Like they got a lot of money there.
Yeah,
and that happens when you get a lot of money. But it seems like Riyadh's more authentic, like you said. So I really want to go see that. My favorite part about Dubai was the desert. My favorite part was like we went out to just like the dunes and just saw like the natural landscape, and like it's crazy, bro. Yeah. It's insane. Like you're out there and all you can see is desert.
Yeah.
Like, it's infinite. It's ocean.
Not like the Pullman's
Yeah. It's just like Pullman, but like sand.
Sand, yeah.
And it's all moving. That was the wild thing about it, bro. Because like the wind, the wind blows across, and all the little grains on the top are light, so they like roll with the wind.
Oh.
But all the grains on the bottom stay. So the dunes are like all slowly moving, like over like years of years. If you made a road through the dunes, a dune will just like go over the road after years of wind. Mm-hmm. So you're standing on them and you're just watching these dunes just slowly like change form. But like so incrementally.
I know what you're talking about. I've been to the desert.
Wild.
I've been to one desert in China before. So
there's deserts there?
Yeah, there's a desert near
really?
near Mongolia, China's mainland is really big. So if you travel to the more center part of Asia, you can see the desert, which is really beautiful. Yeah.
That's super cool. Is it like what kind of is it like flat or is it like sand?
It's a sand. Yeah, like the really like just the desert everyone think of. Like the one of desert I've been, they have the oasis, the pond.
Oh, for real?
The pond in the desert, and the shape of the pond was like the lunar. How to say the shape of moon?
The like crescent.
Crescent. Yeah. They have the shape of that pond.
It's just a pond, like out in the.
It's just a pond
in the desert.
Yeah,
Wow.
up in the desert. Yeah.
Is there like? Did you see like a bunch of animals in it? Any like grass or anything?
Yeah, there was a bunch of trees and a bunch of a small temple.
Oh, okay.
Near that pond, but I don't think I saw any animals near around that part. But if you approach to the pond, you definitely can see a couple of fishes, I think. But I don't really know about that. Yeah, but it was a really beautiful landscapes. Yeah.
Deserts are cool, man.
Yeah.
All landscapes are cool. All the extremes.
Yeah, landscapes.
Extreme desert.
Yeah, landscapes in the United States are also cool. I've been to the Olympic Peninsulas. Yeah, they were so
beautiful, bro. The west side of Washington is my favorite place, like naturally wise.
Yeah, I've been to the Olympic Peninsula before, but I've never been to Mount Rainier National Park before. So
go to Rainier National Park, bro. It'll blow your mind. It's insane. Yeah. Like that mountain is so huge.
Yeah.
I really want to see. Well, I want to go to Everest and see how
Everest?
big Everest is.
Oh yeah.
But Mount Rainier is massive too.
Yeah.
So man, with all that in mind, how long have you done college only in Pullman?
Yeah, I have a college experience only in Pullman, in person. But if I take back to a couple years ago, I was taking the online courses in a community college in Everett. Community College. Okay. Yeah, then I transferred to WSU.
Okay. Yeah. Did your dad do college? Did you do college?
My dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad did a college in Beijing. Yeah, he was, I think he was graduated with some mechanical engineering stuff, I think. Yeah, that's his job right now. So I think he has a degree of that.
So you always knew that you were going to go to college? That was your plan?
Yeah.
What is college to you? When you going into it, you're here now, you're experiencing it and thinking about college, after you graduate, once you have your job and it's in your past, you're sending your kids to it. What does college represent to you in your life?
I will say people.
The people.
Yeah. Yeah. It is crazy to see that lots of people from the United States, from all around the world, gather into this small town in Eastern Washington. They have the different backgrounds. They have the different future plans. Everyone I met, they all inspired me a lot. At the beginning of the college, I didn't have the really clear career path after the graduate, but yeah, to see the passion, people with passion, that's priceless. That's the best thing to describe college, I think, the people.
Yeah, man, it's like you said, it's inspiring.
Yeah,
it's huge. I agree. I think that I think college is a place to meet people, to learn about how you work with people, and that it's important. It's super important, and I think it's great. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot too. It shapes. It's weird because like I don't feel like I have done much to grow myself outside of like people, but the people growth that I've done is huge. Like my ability to talk to people, like my learning about what's possible, potential, like you said, getting inspired by other people, seeing like what people are really able to do and what's really out there.
Yeah.
Is incredible. It's really important.
Yeah.
And I really hope that there's opportunities like that after college. Like I hope that I think most people find it in their jobs.
Yeah.
Like your coworkers, and if you're in a big job that's like really connected, you still get that same like people experience. I hope. Because I really like it. And college seems like a good place for it, so I hope there's like another place like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I have another question. What do you think is like not explored enough as like the world, as a society, a worldwide society? What could we put more effort to like research and learn about?
You mean like how do we explore our horizons, something like that?
Yeah, like anything. Like I always say, like I wish we would go to like Antarctica more.
Yeah.
Because we don't know much about it.
Yeah, I think the easiest way to explore our vision of the world, yeah, definitely travel and communication. I don't come up other things except these two things, like travel and communications, because we must see and talk and feel in person. That gives you like, we can travel, we can see the great landscapes or see videos of the foreign countries on internet in these days, but if you see in person, if you feel it directly, if you feel the smells, the air, that gives you like more massive experience and gain, more than just watching on through other electronic devices on internet. So travel and talk, communication with the people. That's how to explore the vision as a world citizen, I think.
Yeah. It's super different. I wish every time I take a picture of something,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is amazing. Like you're looking at it and experiencing it, and you're like, oh my god, this moment, like I have to capture it. You take a picture of it, and picture like it's not even like, it's not like half as good. It's not like a fourth as good. It's like 10 times worse than the real thing. I have to agree. What changed? What was something that like you saw that like really changed your perspective on life from traveling or from anything?
The biggest thing, my first big change was when I moved to Canada from Japan, because it was my first ever experience of the Western culture other than Asian cultures. I was living in the Eastern Asian cultures until 60 years old, but never been to any Westerns. But Canada, Toronto was the first one. That first, the architectures, the road, how people walks on the street was so different.
Really?
The people's behaviors was so different in Canada, to compare with Canada and China and Japan. So that was the kind of big cultural shock I first experienced in my life, I think. Yeah, that's the thing.
Wow, that's crazy. I've never been to an Eastern um, an Eastern culture. Like,
But-
the farthest east I've gone was
Yeah,
the Middle
exactly.
East.
Yeah, you must like take the 13 hours air travel from Seattle to Japan at least. So yeah,
I should go to Japan.
Yeah, you should. Yeah,
Okay.
you should go to.
Are Eastern philosophies very different from Western philosophies?
Yeah, they are. Like as you learn, we are taking the same classes in international business.
Yeah,
I think we learned about polychronic and monochronic.
I was gonna say, man, that
Yeah,
part.
that
I
was
was
the
thinking
thing.
about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. China and Japan, they focus more about how focus more group than personal feelings. But here in the United States and Canada,
It's more like individual.
more individual. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but recently I started thinking like United States here is sometimes more collective than Eastern cultures.
Really?
Yeah, I sometimes think like that, but because um um one thing from my experiences before, like I personally think that American people doesn't like seeing like I don't know how to describe with the right words, but I'll say that American people never want feel or see someone get depressed. They always want to stay positive, something like that.
Yeah, it's my favorite part about American culture.
Yeah, but sometimes yeah, I'm a person like we need a time to feel depression because that's how to heal your mental health. You know, that's the good time to look back your behaviors, your life. That's my perspectives about getting depressions, but not everyone, but a lot of American people like, hey, come on, let's stay positive, or let's do something to hang out, to like
Yeah.
to look up, to start the new yourself, something like that. That's kind of collective part of the American culture, I think.
Do you think it like makes it worse when you don't give time for like not like because like too much of anything is bad. So if you're just positive all the time, like what do you think the negative effects are?
Being always positive, I don't think that situation may give you the time to think more about yourselves, because depression is a lonely thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're lonely with your depression, but if you can come over the depressions by yourself to do whatever, like hitting workout or listen to music or watching your favorite show, something like that, that is going to make yourself stronger. But being positive, I wish I can speak English as fluent as Japanese. Yeah, but it's really hard to describe. But
It's so good. Like I see what you're saying.
yeah, but when you feel being a part of somebody, being a part of a group, that's a good thing, of course. Yeah. But it doesn't improve or raise your own self's capability or ability, something like that. You're just being a group, but
It makes you weaker when you're alone. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Like when you're spending time with yourself, you're like building strength.
Yeah,
You're building endurance.
Yeah,
to
that's
be with
that's the
yourself.
time. I think being depression is the time to build your strength.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's exactly what I tried to say.
It's like a stamina game. I've noticed I've been spending a lot of time with people lately, and like I've noticed when I'm alone, like obviously you can be alone for an hour or two, like waiting for the bus or whatever, or waiting, just to take a second before you go out again or something. But I've noticed, and that's no problem, and I'm sure that most people don't have a problem with that. But I've noticed for myself, the more I go out, the harder it is for me to just like spend a day just like with myself.
Oh yeah.
It's like a challenge, like you said. Like I don't. It's hard to say why. It really is. Like I don't know why it never made sense to me why loneliness is so problematic for people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like we're just a species that requires social behavior to survive somehow, I guess. Or I don't know, maybe it's like
Yeah, human beings is the most socialized creatures in the world. So that's why that's why a lot of people think being lonely is the bad thing or only negative things. But yeah, but that's how I. But being loneliness, think about myself, think about what I'm supposed to do to be a better myself. That was the important time for me throughout my life.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can build a lot of strength. I
Yeah.
mean, the other side of it is like when you're with people, they'll hold you up. They help you out. But when you're alone, you don't have that support. You have to make it for yourself.
Yeah,
And when you do,
yeah.
the world is
I
yours.
started thinking like that when I just moved to Canada. I didn't speak English at all.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I didn't.
Wow. So you've only been speaking it for like, you said you moved there in 16, right?
I was 16 years old.
Okay.
But I had in Japan. Students start taking English courses from the 12 years old after they get into middle school, but they teach about how to read and write English. They don't teach about how to talk in English. So that's why I couldn't speak English very well at the first time. At the first day in the Canada, I just talk like, "Hello, nice to meet you. Are you good? I'm fine, thank you." That's something like that. Yeah, these 3 or 4 sentences that's all I could speak out naturally at that time. But of course, I couldn't make friends at all at the first couple months in the high school. But I had to do something. Then I started thinking I had to do something. Then I joined I used to play basketball before, so I joined a basketball team and try to talk to the people as many as possible during the day.
Yeah.
That's what I try to improve myself when I feel alone in Canada. Then it worked. Yeah, I could get friends to hang out after school, and my English gets way much better. Yeah, I could be more fluently, fortunately. Yeah. Loneliness is not bad at all time. It's a time to think about build your new strengths. Yeah, that's my opinion.
I like that opinion. I don't hear that much.
Really?
I feel like not necessarily. I feel like a lot of what I hear is that you need to. Well, obviously, you need to reach out to people as much as you can if you're like not feeling well. But a lot of it has to do with like outreaching, like just like talking to someone about things as much as you can. But they never talk about like building that endurance. They never talk about like, just kind of facing yourself, being alone and learning how to deal with it. Because there's something to be learned from that, for sure. I could totally see that.
Yeah, now I definitely don't have any hesitations to talk to new people. Obviously not. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
You got anything else cool, man? Like, what's What else you got to say?
Anything cool?
Some good stories today. What's something that you want to learn?
During
What's the
college?
next? You know how to talk to people now. You've learned English. What's the next task you're gonna learn about? How many languages do you know?
I know 3.
3 languages? Which ones?
Japanese, English, and Chinese.
Okay.
I want to know more I want to learn more language. Yeah, that's definitely my new goal. Yeah, that's definitely the new things to learn. New languages, especially German.
German?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was taking German class during high school, but only for 1 year. I want to dive into the more different part of the German languages. So I think that's the thing I want to learn.
Explain to someone that can only speak one language and has only like known one language their whole life and never, just never like, never really knew that much about other languages. What is the best part of knowing another language? Obviously I understand being able to talk to people. You're able to talk to more people in the world. But assuming that everyone speaks, let's imagine a world where everyone spoke the same language and then there were other languages you could learn that you could like talk to people with.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, exactly. Personally, if you can speak English, that's totally enough because everyone speaks English in the world.
Yeah.
That's the really common language. That's the most common language.
Even in China?
Even in China, yeah, a lot of people, I think, a lot of Chinese people tried to learn English recently, but I don't know. But basically, all over the world, English is enough. But I think learning culture equals to learning a new culture. Learning language is equals to learning new culture because if you learning Japanese, you definitely also learn about the traditional festivals or traditional holidays.
Yeah.
About in that language. So if you understand more about the new languages concept, you understand more deep part of the culture, and that helps you to be the real part of the community in that country. That's the best part to learn the new languages because here in the United States, I see lots of people speak other than English, like Spanish, Chinese, Korean, and me. I speak Japanese some in here with a Japanese student here, but yeah.
Can you tell if someone can speak more than one language? Can you tell if someone can speak more than one language? Like talking to them?
Yeah.
Or you not know until like they speak more than one language? Like if someone can only speak one language and you're talking to them, can like... Is there something about them where you know like, oh, this guy like talks like more than like he knows other languages too? Just...
I cannot identify at the very first impression, but
yeah.
we just can talk about our background when we introduce ourselves, like where you're from, like something, like if someone is originally from Mexico or other countries, like, oh, you're originally from outside the United States? Yeah, I'm also from outside the United States. So do you speak like other than English, like Spanish? That's how we know each other. How many languages do we speak?
Yeah.
We do speak. Yeah, that's how.
Yeah. I have respect for it, man.
Yeah,
like how knowing multiple cultures or having background in multiple cultures just through the language seems huge.
Yeah, very fun thing to learn new language. It's fun. Yeah.
I want to learn one just to experience that, but I haven't.
Yeah. We often, if you learn multiple languages, you definitely find some similarity between couple of the totally different languages.
Yeah.
Like, if you learn, Spanish or French, if you speak English, there are lots of words sound similar together. Yeah, which is interesting, and because of these languages have the same origin with Latin language.
Yeah, right.
Back in history. Yeah, similar things will happen between Chinese, Korean, and Japanese. Yeah, they have the different letters, different grammatic systems, but there are a couple of similarities together. That's a fun thing. Yeah, to understand learning languages also means learning the history, something like that. It's a really fun thing.
Yeah, it's the history, the tradition, the philosophy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, Takashi, I think we gotta wrap this up. Almost out of time.
Yeah.
But this was great, man. Thanks for being my first guest on a live episode.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was a really fun time. Yeah.
All my listeners gotta learn some new languages after this.
Yeah. Starting from how to say hi and goodbye.
Yeah, apparently, man, that's really fascinating.
Yeah, that's
being able to do that's enough.
Yeah, just know how to start and end the conversation. That's the first step of a language, to learn and do that language.
Cool, man. All right, well, I hope all you listeners have a fantastic day. I'm gonna shut this off and we'll have the station keep playing music. Have a great day, everyone.